Hello, 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 and welcome to the Good Vibes Lifestyle live stream happening every Thursday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Leslie Klein here to help you raise your vibes so you can thrive. So, this is different than our Good Vibes TV show, which is a formal show on YouTube where I interview different enlightened influencers on different ways we can raise our vibration. Well, this particular live stream that I do is streamed to Facebook, several Facebook pages, Instagram. I got it right this today, LinkedIn, YouTube, and I'm doing Twitch today because I can through StreamYard. So check it out, check it out. And if you want to watch any of get access to the hub to get to everything, you just go to good-vibes.tv and from there you can go to all the different content that I create for you. So thank you for watching. And this is all about the good vibes lifestyle. Hashtag good vibes lifestyle. I'm all about creating a movement where we are aware of our energy, where we're vibing at, right? What emotion we're predominantly putting out there and focusing on, because where we vibe is how we attract to our lives. And this is how the law of attraction works. This is how energy works. And, we're learning more and more about this every day as we move more and more into the age of Aquarius. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope you can get a lot of great information from this live stream. Now, I do have something that I've been talking about for a couple of weeks. Something that was coming up, a big trip, and I'm going to let you know now what that's all about. So, and I've been trying to figure out how to do confetti on the screen. I haven't yet figured it out, but I'm still working on it. But the big news is I am going for the first time in my life, and I am 60, going on 61 later in October. I am going on my first cruise. Yes, cruise. I have never been in my whole life, in my whole 60 years, never been on a cruise. And I was very blessed to being asked by a friend of mine who's celebrating her birthday, Lynn Hostiga. Her birthday's in September, the week of the cruise. So the cruise, and anyway, we're going, it's for three people besides myself. So Lynn and her sister and her niece we're all going on a cruise. Now, this is Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, and I will be sailing out of Tampa. Oh, and Kristen Giesland is watching. Yay! Thank you. Yay! Cruise. Yes, I've never been. Have you ever been on a cruise before? You probably have been, Kristen. I bet. Especially one of those psychic cruises where you could get readings and do all that kind of fun stuff. But this is a regular cruise. It's just Royal Caribbean. It's Enchantment of the Seas. So if you all have been on a cruise and have any tips for me, I would love any feedback you want to give me. So we're leaving on the 21st from Tampa. It's for a week. And we will sail to Cozumel, Mexico, to Roatan, Honduras, and the other stop is Belize. And we actually signed up for some excursions. So I'm doing some things that are out of my comfort zone. You know how I'm um, always about that. And Kristen is saying, no, she has not been on a cruise. The cruise, she has not, but she's been on other flying travel. And Bridget is saying that I love the cruising life. So I don't know that I'm making it a lifestyle yet. First, let me see how I do. But because I'm a Scorpio, which is a water sign, I think I would love being on the ocean. So some of the excursions we're doing, we're going to do snorkeling at two different places, and we're doing a zip line in the jungle, and we're tubing in caves. So I've signed up for things that are way outside my comfort zone. And the fact that I'm kind of alone. I'm used to being with my husband, my partner, Rick, but he's not going this time. I'm hoping, cross my fingers, that one day he will go with me. But so I'm just very excited about this. And the other thing that's really cool is I'm going to bring you along with me. I'm going to do live streams that whole week, all throughout the whole adventure. And, this is to bring you along with me and to share with people like myself who've never done a cruise before, what it's all about, the different perks, different things, it's going to be an adventure. So that's the week of the 21st of September. So Anyway, that's the big news, and we're going on a cruise, people. Yay. So it's going to be fun. And but a little scary too. So as I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to be in a foreign country. I had to get a passport. I've never had a passport in my life except when I was a kid. When I was 14, my family took us to Peru, and that's the only time I've been out of the country, except maybe Canada. I've been to Niagara Falls as a kid. But now I have a passport, so I can travel all around the world. I'm so excited about that. Not to say that I'm going to do that, Rick, who I know is watching. But it's just, when you have a passport, then that opens the door to traveling across the world. And how cool is that? Because I never had that opportunity before. So I've got a passport that's good for 10 years, and I'm being going on my first cruise. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm excited about bringing you along with me. So yay! That's something that's happening soon, just in a couple of weeks. All right, so let's get to business. Let's talk about the astrology that's happening, because good vibes. It's important, but it's also about energy, and astrology is one of the main tools, or not oracle, or systems, kind of a science. It's a science and an art, I would say. Astrology, it's a lifelong study for sure, but we know from astrology what's going on. It's a way to measure the energy of the different planets and the cosmos, and how it in fact impacts and affects us. And it's always good to know this information so that we can prepare and just be aware, and live a good vibes lifestyle. So the biggest news in astrology is that Mercury finally went direct on August 28th. So yay. We're still in the shadow, but we're almost to the end of that. You always have a shadow before and after a Mercury is retrograde. So it went direct. We have another little like hangover period, and I've been having some technical issues still, but so that's the big news. So yay, we're moving forward, and we're in a new sign, the sun sign of Virgo, and we had a new moon that was in the sign of Virgo also on September 2nd, just like what, 3 days ago. So we're in the waxing phase of the moon, meaning the moon is starting from the new moon where it's like nothing to the full moon. So that's the waxing period. It's growing, it's getting bigger, and all the way to September 17th, which is the lunar, it's the big one. It's a lunar eclipse. It is a partial eclipse, though. Lunar partial eclipse, and it's a super full moon in the sign of Pisces, which is water, on September 17th at 10:35 p.m. For some people, it's the next day because of the time that they're at. So partial lunar eclipse this month. And just a couple days after that, we have the fall equinox on September 22nd at 8:44 a.m. Eastern time. So lots of energies. That's why I said, with Mercury going direct, and there are all these other energies that are also moving forward. And, it's going to be a very busy time these next 3 months through the end of the year. Um, so, you know, buckle up and be ready for lots of growth and changes and, transition. What's great about the fall equinox, it's that time of balance. The equinox kind of means equal, and the spring equinox and the fall equinox are times of balance, when it's equal daylight and equal night. So this is a time of the year usually where we want to get into balance. So we're coming into that with the fall equinox, and I will be on the cruise during that fall equinox. So it's going to be really interesting how all of that works. So if you have any questions for me, let me know. We're going to move on now to the Oracle of the month. And it is September. It's a brand new month. And with the brand new month comes a brand new Oracle deck. And so this month's Oracle deck are the 22 Archangels. I hope I spelled that wrong. Spelled that correctly. Archangels Oracle by Kyle Gray. So check it out. I have a little screen here. So, the 22 Archangels Oracle deck by Kyle Gray, who, if you're into angels, you know about him, and artwork by Jennifer Huckyard. So, this is the deck that we're going to work with. What I love about this deck, and it is a smaller box. So in the lid of the box, they have a invocation, or you know uh, for the ancient oracle stones, I was using her invocation, which is quite long. Whenever you're working with a deck, you just have to connect with spirit to get the best, reading. So you're getting it from source. And so it's always good to ask or prep for that. And so here I will use what they have. But before that, let me read you a little bit about the deck and the intention that Kyle had in creating that, because you can actually create a mega deck with this deck. So what you would do is use he has a Divine Masters Oracle deck, which we worked with before. He has different angels decks, and then you would mix this 22 card deck with those other decks and create a mega deck. So that was one of the things that he had recommended. So this oracle creates a bridge between the realms so that you can tap into the powerful supportive force of the archangels. The archangels are a divine legion of angels who have been charged by the light of God to serve, protect, heal, and guide humanity to wholeness. This dynamic force multidimensional and therefore not limited by the constructs of time and space. The archangels can be helping many people at once. So he also talks about the word archangel comes from the Greek word archangelos, and it means chief messenger of God. So it's a common misconception that archangels are the highest ranking angels. They are not. However, they are the highest form of angelic support that is working directly with those incarnated on the earth and with the earth herself at this time. So Kyle says he likes to see the archangels as a spiritual board of directors who are working directly with the source of creation, God, and creation. They're like a mix of superhero and saint beings who do everything in their might to be approachable and supportive to all who call upon them. So let me get the deck and start shuffling as we say this, I would say, invocation. Divine angels, thank you for drawing close with your wisdom and light. I welcome your strength, guidance, and protection in all forms. And so it is. And so I always love to ask Spirit, what is it that you want us to know about at this particular time? So let's pick a card. And this is not just for me personally, but it's for you. Whatever message you get out of it, this is the message that's for you. So, and whether you're watching live or the replay, there is no time and space in quantum physics. So this message is for you. So the card is Zadkiel. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Zadkiel. Karmic release. It's time to release what's holding you back and step into a more radiant self. So let's read the message from this card, Zadkiel. Zadkiel means righteousness of God. And Zadkiel is the archangel who brings emotional balance and helps transmute any negative experience into a focus for love and learning. The divine counterpart of amethyst, he governs a spiritual energy called the violet flame, a space that we can visit in meditation and prayer, and an energy that can be invoked to help us release from our energy fields anything that has been unsettling or traumatic. He is the angel of justice alongside Michael and Raguel. So the message is whenever Zadkiel comes to you, it's because you are shedding old skins and stepping into a renewed, more radiant self. You are being encouraged to detach from drama right now. This is an opportunity to disengage and step away from anyone or anything that is turning you into a version of yourself that you no longer recognize. Angels are here to help you realize that everyone and everything is on your path. Angels are here to help you realize that everyone and everything on your path is an opportunity. And sometimes it's an opportunity to say no and walk away. That is the message today. It's time to release yourself from anything that is an emotional and energetic drain so that you can be free once more. If you find yourself holding on to something you know deep down is causing you concern and pain, know deep down, um, sorry, blame it on Mercury retrograde. Let me get this right. So, if you find yourself holding on to something that you know deep down is causing you concern and pain, this is an opportunity for you to take giant steps toward healing and growth. When you release yourself, you take a leap into self worth and self respect and then self love. Angels are here to acknowledge the emotionally overwhelming time you've endured and to let you know you have the chance to free yourself forevermore. Release the stories that are no longer yours to live. So, that really ties with this time of the year, as far as, the Virgo season. Like I said before, um, oh, like I said before, Virgo season, balance, decluttering. Virgos are real good at organizing and stuff. So now it's a great time, like Zach Hale saying, let go of the things that no longer serve you so that you can step into this new radiant self. Perfect time to do that this time of the year. So I have Anastasia made a comment. She said, Archangel Zadkiel is also the AA protector, or the Archangel, I guess, Archangel protector of Thursday. So I did not know that. Thank you. And Kristen says she has to go. She's looking forward to the 30th. Kristen is one of our speakers at the Good Vibes Summit, National Good Vibes Day Summit, that's happening on October 30th. So I'm so glad that she popped in there. And if you want to catch my interview with her, she talks about Beism, which is a specific system for spiritual alignment, I would say. Um, Check it out, good-vibes.tv. Check out the episode with her. You'll get a lot from it. So this is Zadkiel, and that's the message. So, very, very very good message that aligns with um, with the season that we're in. Okay, let's see. And so, if you like this, let's see here. If you like this deck, you can actually find it on my Amazon store. And the way you get to that is just go to good-vibes.tv. You'll see a button there that says Shop My Amazon Store. So, thank you for that. And let's now talk about this event that's happening uh, today and tomorrow. It started yesterday, but the reason I'm still talking about it is because you can catch the replay. The replays are good for 24 hours. So if you missed yesterday's episode, you can catch it today and then catch today's. That, like, I didn't get to watch it today. It's at 1 o'clock every day, and I get ready for this broadcast, so I couldn't watch it, but I'm going to catch the replay. So you can catch the replay. And the website you want to go to check this out is tinyurl.com/capital GVTV and then enjoy harvest. So in this series, and yesterday's was great because she taught, there was several recipes, a black bean burger, gosh, I'm I'm forgetting what I watched yesterday, but basically you'll learn how to uh, create new culinary creations from your garden. And she talked about different ways you can preserve your food, and ways to, work with the harvest that you have. So check that out. Enjoy your harvest. It's still happening and you can catch the replays. Really good information. So it's just something I would definitely recommend. And as I was talking about, National Good Vibes Day is on October 30th. And with that, we are going to hold a summit that's going to happen all day that day. And one of the features of that summit is I'm going to be interviewing a scientist from the Heart Math Institute, which is a nonprofit organization. We've been using their app that they have, the Global Coherence app, to measure the coherence that we create when we're meditating with the group on the app. So we've been doing meditations at the end of this broadcast, this live stream. So they get to learn how to use it. And we're also building the coherence of the field of the planet. So I actually had a preliminary talk with Annette, who's the scientist, and they also have um, a they have a couple different initiatives. One is this Global Coherence app, but they also have these magnetometers all around the planet that measure the energy, the coherence of the Earth. So that way they can tell when there's a big event like 9/11 or something like that, or conflicts or different things on the planet. They can see these random number generators will normally have the same number 50-50 in terms of zeros and ones. But when there's an event, it throws that off. They know something's going on. So they have that initiative. They have the Global App Initiative, and they also have one study they're doing on trees, sensing the energy or measuring the energy of the trees all around the planet and how that affects things as well. So you can actually become a citizen scientist and either host one of these magnetometers, although they have plenty in the United States, they're looking for other countries, but also the tree one where you actually have this unit that you would put on a tree and and you have to have an internet connection and all, and then that would send it to their database that they're working with. So anyway, so much that Heart Math does, and I'm so excited that they are part of National Good Vibes Day, the summit that we're holding. And so if you want to learn more, you can go to nationalgoodvibesday.com. And to sign up for the summit, what you can do is just go to tinyurl.com/2024 Good Vibes Day. This way you'll get on the list. And this is the thing, I'm using StreamYard's on air webinar program. So there'll only be 250 seats within the webinar where you can chat directly with the presenters. But besides that, I am streaming it to all the places that I'm streaming this live stream to. So you'll be able to see it in other places, but you can still make comments like you do with this live stream, but it's going to be you won't be as intimate. Won't be as you'll be more close to the speakers if you sign up and get in the webinar. So anyway, that's the point I'm trying to make. All right. So this is the app. And before we get to the app, I do want to give you a moment to download it. The way you can download it, you can go to your app on your phone and just look for Global Coherence, and you could just download it that way. Or you can use this tinyurl.com/capital GVTV, then tribe in small letters. This will get you exactly to the trying to get the right words here, to the group. It's a special group that I've created. There is it's a private group. And so that way the group can measure their coherence separately from the big picture. So as a group, the meditations that we're doing, we're adding to the coherence of the whole global field. So let's see if I can show it. Let's do this. So tinyurl.com/capital GVTV tribe. And that'll get you into that group a little bit more easily. You have to search if you just download the app. Okay, so while we're doing that, I do want to talk about, oops, I do want to talk about the tip of the week before we get into the meditation. So go ahead and download the app if you haven't already, or get it ready. Get ready to do the meditation. We'll do it as soon as I go through the tip of the week. So last week's tip of the week I got from Pam Gregory. She suggested dropping into a bubble of bliss. So when you're doing your meditations, you're visualizing this bubble of bliss, and then connect with other people who are also in their bubble of bliss. And by doing this connection, we're kind of tying into the field. So it's not as scientific as doing the global app, but it doesn't matter, whether we're visualizing something or using an app to guide us, it doesn't matter. It's real. We are energy, and we're changing the energy as we're putting out energy, right? And the energy that we're putting out comes back to us threefold or better. So that's why it's important to be aware of the energy you're putting out there and to be selective about what that energy is, because this is how we create our reality. Okay, so last week's tip: drop into a bliss bubble and connect with others. And this week, because I told you about my cruise and everything, is to take and enjoy a vacation if you haven't already. I'm blessed in that I'm already retired, but we've always done a lot of traveling, my husband and I, mostly through the RV and driving. But it's so important to raise your vibration, to take time away from work. We're not robots. We're not, people we're in a society that lifts or uplifts this idea of being a workaholic, right? And that's not balance, and that's not happiness. Being that. So I am going to, let's see. We have a message. I don't know. Jesus saves. Do you believe that we are all the same? Hmm. We are all, I don't know what you mean by saying that we're all the same. Yes, we're all spirit, we're all energy. So I'm not sure what you mean by that post, but uh, feel free to comment again and I will be happy to discuss that a little bit. But anyway, to raise your vibration, my tip for this week is to take and enjoy a vacation. So that is the tip. Now, let's get ready to do our meditation. So And I have to do a couple little things with this here to get it all in line. Like I like to show the um, the app, so you can see how we get into the app. And so there's my app, and that's what it looks like. And you can see at the bottom it says groups. And so I have one for the National Good Vibes Day Summit that we'll be doing at the end of the summer. We're going to do this group meditation, and with everyone hopefully doing the app so we can measure the coherence that we're bringing to the field. Um, and this is the Good Vibes Tribe that we're going to do today. So I'm going to click on that, and it says select the sensor. So you can, there's a wired and a Bluetooth sensor, but you could just use the camera. So that's why it's a little tricky for me because I have to put my finger on this while we're doing it. So I'm selecting the sensor is the camera. And now we're going to join the session. So that activates the camera, which it's measuring the heart rate, both pulses, the heartbeats, my heartbeats, and also the heart rate variability, which is um, the way, so we're not, it's still calibrating. See that yellow bar? So it's counting. You see it on the bottom, the heart rate variability, which is their way of measuring our coherence. Okay, so we're going to go to a guide, and I'm doing the one that's a compassion meditation condensed because it's only 5 minutes. Compassion is one of the highest frequencies in the love spectrum. It brings a sense of hope for humanity to move forward from surviving to thriving, along with greater cooperation and increased care for one another. Let's begin with heart-focused breathing to help open and warm our hearts. Focus your attention in the area of the heart. Imagine your breath is flowing in and out of your heart or chest area, breathing a little slower and deeper than usual. Find an easy rhythm that's comfortable.
continuing to focus on your heart area, let's radiate heartfelt feelings of genuine compassion and care into the planetary energetic field. Radiating these feelings into the planetary field helps soften the stress people feel from the challenges they may be going through. Envision that a heart awakening of collective compassion is increasing, which will unveil new possibilities for humanity and for our planet. Continue radiating heartfelt feelings of genuine compassion and care to others and to issues you care about. Envision yourself having compassionate latitude for others, understanding that most people are doing the best they can based on their awareness and the stress they may be experiencing. See yourself replacing judgments, frustrations, impatience, and lack of tolerance with compassionate latitude, more kindness, and patience for others and for yourself. Continue for the next 10 minutes or as long as your heart's intuition guides you. You can also radiate these heartfelt feelings to yourself for your own health and wellness, or to others, animals, trees, or all of nature.
So that's just over 5 minutes. And let me go ahead and stop the session. And then you can see here um, what the coherence, my coherence was 1.87, the group coherence was 1.31, and global was 3.15. So I'm going to exit the session. And then at the bottom here, it says daily totals. So the group coherence was 8. My coherence was 76. This is over the past day. So that's how the app works. So I hope it's something that you will like to use because it's a great tool, and you can become like a citizen scientist and help the scientists at the Heart Math Organization, which is a nonprofit, help them, basically um, measure, help help these scientists measure the coherence of the planet. So it's really where spirituality and science are coming together. They're quantifying this energy that we have, that we put out. Okay, so that brings me to the end of the show. Um, I have someone, and I they made some comments, so I'm going to go ahead and share it. It might be a little controversial, but that's okay. So, saves is saying, "Do you believe that we're all the same?" And I guess he was answering my question. I don't know what I said earlier, but anyway, then there was another message, this notion that we are all the same, all energy. Technological advancements that are made are not established for the betterment of people at large. Yeah, I would tend to agree with you. It's always about intention, right? You can use a hammer to build a house, or you can use a hammer to kill someone. It's your intention behind it. And I necessarily don't necessarily trust a lot of these corporations. That's why there's such a movement toward corporate responsibility, which is the opposite of the corporate greed that has taken over our country. Um, so I agree with you there that a lot of technological advancements may have been established for the betterment of people at large, for sure. And you're saying that we are not all the same. So again, I don't know what you mean by same, and that is why there's such a thing as defilement. Huh. Interesting. So, I believe in free speech. I believe everyone has an opinion. I believe that we're all the sameness that we are is our soul, our spirit, the spark of God within us. So I think that we're all same in that respect, that we're expressions of God having this human experiences, and all of our experiences are different. So that's why we're not the same in that respect. We don't all have the same experiences. Um, but we all are the same, just like in yoga, the practice of yoga, we say namaste, and what that translation translates to is I acknowledge the God within me, and I acknowledge and honor the God within you. So it's a different perspective. All right. And Anastasia, she says, great app. I receive the HeartMath newsletter, and I'm really grateful for what they are doing for the planet. Definitely. And this is one reason when I found out about them, Anastasia, I wanted to, help with the effort, be part of this. And so we can all become these like citizen scientists by using the app, by just go to heartmath.org. That's their website. They have so much information. There's a ton of videos. And as we get closer to the summit, I'll be sharing more information about that. I'm hoping to do a full blown episode with this HeartMath researcher, Annette, to talk more in depth about HeartMath and their mission and all before the summit. But during the summit, we're definitely doing that group meditation, and hopefully we'll have hundreds of people attending. So please take note of that and share away. As we get closer, there'll be more time to share. We'll be going full blast come October 1st. So, but to let you know that this is happening. All right, my friends, thank you so much for watching today. Thank you so much for your positive energy, and I wish you all the best. Stay positive, stay in a higher vibration of love, peace, joy, happiness. It's up to us what we want to vibrate. It's really up to us individually. It's up to you. So choose well and have a beautiful life. And I will see you next week. I will be coming from a different location. We're heading up north. So I'll let you know where I'm at next week. And then the week after that's a cruise. So stay with me and share. All right, my friends, thank you so much. And Anastasia, thank you. She says, thank you so much, Leslie. You're very welcome. Thanks, everyone. And please share this way. Let people know, and let's build this, our Good Vibes tribe. Right. All right, my friends. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.